Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about how PALO works. PALO was developed for Microsoft Excel. It is a cell-related, multi-dimensional, hierarchical, in-memory database. PALO is cell-related. In other words, PALO thinks in terms of cells instead of data records, and this is what makes PALO very compatible with Excel. You must have been staring at the selected cell on the screen up to now and wondering whether anything will magically happen in there. The answer is no. All I want to show you is that Excel is cell-based, and in this case the reference for this cell is E24. PALO works in a similar way. Remember cell E24. Now I want to show you something in PALO. What you are looking at now is net sales by product group, by scenario, for 2010 and 2011 for Australia. Remember cell E24? Now let's take a look at it. This cell gives the net sale figure of Glenman for second forecast in 2010. So where does the data come from? Can someone please press F2?
Me!
So I mentioned that PALO is multi-dimensional. Now you can see it for yourself. These are all the dimensions. To get the figure 166,092, PALO looks at a combination of these coordinates. Let's start from the top. A1, FKANZ planning/sales_reporting, which is the name of the database. A2, FKGun, which is the name of the cube. E9 is the scenario FC2. E8 is the year 2010.
Hey, how come there's nothing in there?
Oh, that's right. If you just click that cell, and then you will realize it is linked to the year 2010 in cell B8.
Cool.
Alright, let's continue. A3 is dimension month. In this case, we've chosen to see full year figure. A4 is dimension category, such as third-party sales, free of charge, etc., etc. And we've chosen all categories here. A5 refers to dimension export country. We have chosen to see sales to all countries here. A24 is the specific product, Glenman 1000 ml AU. A6 is the measure net sales. You can also choose to see COGS, ASP, or any other information which you are going to populate into the database. So after searching through all these 9 coordinates, PALO gives us the number 166,092. Although PALO works in a similar way as Excel, it is far better. Remember what we are trying to avoid?
Excel hell!
That's right. The less manual input, the better. So now let's take a look at a consolidated cell, say E10. This cell shows the total net sales figure for second forecast 2010. If we take a look at the formula bar, we will see, instead of a sum formula, which we will normally use in Excel, here we get a PALO formula. Comparing this formula to the one in E24, you will notice they are the same except for one has the cell reference to A10, the other one has the reference to A24. That is to say, consolidated data are calculated automatically and stored in PALO. Therefore, no need to manually add in any formula.
That's awesome!
Since we finance people are all extremely smart,
Oh yeah.
you must be asking, based on what rules PALO makes the calculation for consolidated elements? Remember the third attributes to PALO? First being cell-related, second being multidimensional, and the third one being hierarchical. So, the answer lies in the hierarchy we have designed in the cube. In this case, the hierarchy of new FK-GAN product group. Just remember, in PALO, value of a parent equals to the sum of its children. Let's take a look at an example. Let's start with parenteral nutrition. As you can see, this is the second highest level in the product hierarchy. Remember back then I asked you guys to put the numbers indicating the hierarchical level in the master data file? Now it's their time to shine. If we expand the hierarchy, you will see that the total PN sales equals to the sum of its 5 sub-product groups. We can also drill further down to product level, and you will find the rule still stands. So, it goes without saying that it is absolutely crucial to have the hierarchy set up correctly. Last but not least, PALO is in memory. What does it mean? Imagine Amando here, the product manager of PN, is doing his sales planning for budget 2011. Being an in-memory database allows you to write back the data into the cell, which then gets stored in the database instantly. So, if Amando wants to put sales for Glaman 1000 ml in February as 10,000, wishful thinking, he only simply override it with 10,000.
Hey! How come I couldn't?
Oh, I see the error message here. The reason is we can only input data at a base level, and here you can see it's a consolidated level. Therefore, we cannot enter any data at a consolidated level. So, if Amanda successfully entered the number, then his manager, Nilesh, who's working on the overall sales planning, can also see the figure instantaneously.
Cool.
Alright, that concludes our first session for today. Do you still remember the 4 characteristics of PALO?
Yeah! Cell-related, multidimensional, hierarchical, and in memory.
That's right! Well done, everyone!